What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Bringing you guys a new video this week. Just re-leathered this big old Attitude Era belt, whatever you want to call it. I decided to go ahead and do a video on it, just like with all my other re-leathers, and show you guys before and after of what we were working with as opposed to what we have now. And yeah, so we'll just jump right in. This, of course, is just a adult strap. This isn't the deluxe or the ultra deluxe or I don't even know what the ones now are called that are like $1,000. But this is just a standard adult strap. It's from like 2001 or something like that. Let's double check the year here for you guys, just because I know a lot of you really wonder. So yeah, 2001. As you can tell, the strap is bubbling up. The pieces inside have pretty much separated all the way. And yeah, now other than the snap boxes, there's really not a complete section of this belt that's still glued to itself. I think the ends are pretty decent, but this belt has basically been folded like this, as you can tell, because it folds up pretty perfectly like that. But yeah, the belt, these straps are just, they're garbage. They're not leather. The deluxe belts really aren't even leather, and the big series that they've just come out with the restones and stuff, those aren't even leather. They are leather pieces glued together, multiple layers of very thin, like 1mm leather glued together, machine stamped and stitched together. I don't know if I can get my camera to focus in here. See, you can kind of tell there's a grain piece of something in these. That's basically a foam support, like a foam cardboard support, and once you break it and get the glue loose, it pretty much just folds up on itself. But otherwise, it's stiff as a board. I can hold this thing up completely like this and not lose its shape. Yeah, that's not how that should look. But yeah, this strap's just in a huge mess. The guy messaged me and let me know that he had an old belt for re-leather, restone, and yeah, I had to help him out because this isn't okay. And honestly, I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. I mean, this belt is 18 years old and still has pretty much the same material in it that the ones in 2019 do. So again, I just don't see any of this getting better, just because this is a money racket to charge you guys $400 and $500 for junk, basically. So I don't know. I want to get one more close-up just in case you guys couldn't tell. Of course, you can see where my thumb is now. Yeah, it's just that one single piece of like green cardboard foam. There's not really much else to say about these belts. They're just really lazily put together and very cheaply put together. And the deluxe belts, ultra deluxe, and other belts of this kind are no different. It's just a bunch of machined pieces that have been put together, and then of course stitched, which the stitching I can agree with, I understand, and then just machine tooled. So there's just no, there's just no attention to detail. These are all mass produced, and you're basically paying $500 for something that's going to break down within just a couple of months and look like garbage. So let's just jump right in. So of course you guys saw what the strap previously looked like. Very cardboard, very lifeless. Had the WWF machine tool in it. The customer asked for the camouflage stamping all the way around, which, as you can tell here, is very detailed, very crisp, very clean. Yeah. And that goes all the way around from snapbox to snapbox, based on the belt pictured, the belt used on television. That's the big thing that I was going for here, was accuracy for TV and not really accuracy for whatever WWE shop provides, because I'm not 100% sure what you would even want to call that. So yeah, the plates themselves got a little bit of a shine to them. I basically just took a microfiber cloth and started shining the plates up. There's not really a whole lot you can do. The electroplating is just one layer. You can actually pick this off in pieces and it just flakes off. So there's not really a way to polish these plates without bringing them back down to bare metal, and then of course having to go back and reapply the plating. That is possible, but it costs a little bit extra because that's a lot of work for me to do. But we got our tooling around the logo plate there. Of course, these are the scratch logo WWF plates, so they are very pretty. I love this a lot. The WWE block logo and WWE scratch logo, it's nice, but it's just not quite the same as having the TV accurate plates on there. Of course, these now have new stones, cubic zirconias, so they're very nice. They break a lot of light. And overall, just a huge upgrade from what was in the plates. I don't actually think I have one of those laying around, or I would go ahead and give you guys a comparison, but I do have a picture that I'll go ahead and put up here. And yeah, so we're just kind of going around showing you guys the stones. Nothing too crazy, but at the same time, a lot of people enjoy them. So hopefully you guys can kind of see how well these are breaking the light. They're really nice. And honestly, I don't know why WWE doesn't even use a flat back version of these, because they're able to be that. Like, you can buy these that don't have like the stone backs to them. They're just the flat, like the big logo ones, but they've still got all these breaks and cuts in them that make them look really nice, make them pop really nice. And yeah, so of course here's the other snap box. Very standard tooling, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Again, just based on customer wants, needs, that sort of thing. But yeah, this belt turned out really nice. It's a really long belt too. This is probably one of the longer belts I've ever done. I'm working on a blue one now. I'll do a video on it soon. It's actually Ultra Deluxe, so I'll do a comparison between those two straps. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and flip this bad boy to the back. Yes, just a standard black backing, nothing crazy. Of course, you got your snaps there, and your covered up snaps here. So that's pretty good. Like I said, nothing too crazy. And I took a little bit extra time with these screws just to give them more definition and more of the bolt look. Of course, if this was a real belt, there would be more bolts in these circles here. But if this just being a replica, you know, you only have so many. But I still wanted them to stand out and be very, you know, very prominent and visible. So you can pretty much see these in any light. You can see them if, you know, there's shadows on the plates. You can see them if there's, you know, really nice light. Doesn't really matter. But overall, it's just a much better quality than yeah, what you can get on the website. Of course, flexibility is very, it's able to fold up on itself quite a bit. Of course, this is a new strap, so it'll take a little while for it to break in. And I do not do that. Of course, if you want me to, I can break it in, but I just don't really see the need in it. I feel like that's the whole reason in having a new strap, is to, you know, have that new TV feel. You can pretty much do anything with this belt that you can see on television. It folds up on itself pretty easily. It's just very clean look, and honestly, releathering belts is probably the best thing you can do. It sucks that you have to spend so much money to then spend more money to get something that's this quality, but it's worth it. I mean, there's so many pros to having belts look like this. Longevity, even when these straps break down, you know, they still look good. They still look, you know, TV accurate, TV like. And that's sort of the big thing with these, is that there's more to it than just, you know, having a leather strap. Like I showed you guys, whenever you fold the adult strap, it just breaks. There's no flexibility to it. It doesn't loosen up and make it easier to use. The two pieces separate, or the three pieces rather, because you've got the backing, the front, and then the piece that's inside. Same way with the deluxes. There's a bunch of little leather shim type things in here that are just, it's garbage. But yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much it. I mean, the belt itself is releathered. It's ready to go. I'm going to let it sit for another day or so, just to kind of settle. Let the clear kind of have a couple more days. It's cold, so I don't want to really ship this thing without having, you know, a good 48 hours for it to 100% cure. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can say about it, and it's just a very good looking belt. This is probably one of my favorite belts as far as, you know, design goes and stuff. I actually own one of these myself, so it's a nice belt all the way around. And this one's even better because it's got the really nice curve on the center plate, and then of course the WWF scratch logo. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more content, and if you guys want to get your belts re-leathered, or you want some sort of quote as to how much they would be, restone jobs, I do those now too. Little ones for now, nothing crazy. The new logo belts will be a service that I provide soon. But there's a lot of work that goes into that, and until I do my own to kind of see, you know, how many stones I have to have, how much time I have to put into it, and the drilling and everything else, I don't want to work on somebody else's, mess it up, and then be like, oh well, you know, here's this, you still paid me, whatever. So until I get my personal copy done, those won't be available. But stuff like this, like the big gold with all the red stones, the Intercontinental title with its 6, the oval Intercontinental, not the classic. But yeah, just stuff like that. A lot of them just depend to price wise. I don't have like a guaranteed price for each. This one wasn't very much. So like the big gold won't be too much. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna stop from ranting and raving and everything else, and I will put a wearing video in this, probably after this, somewhere in there, somewhere, showing you guys like the flexibility of the strap and just small stupid stuff for, you know, whatever. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Like I said, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys next time.